You go down in the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go down in the woods today, you better go in disguise. For every bear that ever there was is gathered there for certain, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today.
Good morning, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen here, and I'm looking at my news ticker here. Good morning. Reading today's reminder to live and love every moment. Please donate to the Morning Reading Fund. So today I'm going to be reading you the Blissful Baby book. I have so many books that I got from Jill when she was closing her crystal store down in Port Townsend, and we miss you greatly, Jill, but thank you for all the incredible books that I got. So this is for a Blissful Baby. My friends Mike and his beautiful wife are partner, are having a baby soon. He's doing some beautiful photographs. I loaned him my camera, and here we go. Here it's the page that I opened to was digestion, food, and herbs during postpartum. So it says here, after I give my glasses a little clean here, it says here, your diet becomes even more important if you are breastfeeding, because what you eat will affect your child's mental and physical health. According to Maharishi Vedic Medicine, that's right, Maharishi Vedic Medicine. Eat physical and mental factors directly that affect your milk of the mother, its quantity of production as well as its quality. If for some reason your digestive power is not working properly, it could affect your child's metabolism of your child, causing minor and major illnesses ranging from colic to fever. Also, it is so important to eat right foods, not only to restore balance, but because your digestive power is particularly weak at this time. Maharishi Vedic Medicine provides a diet that meets both of your needs simultaneously, and the needs to eat foods that will nourish your new baby through your milk, and the need to eat foods that will restore your weak digestion. So thank you, everybody. It's the morning reading today, and we're reading for a blissful baby. So that's my Johnny Cash hat on today, and so I have my broken glasses on and having a great morning. After giving your digestion after childbirth. After giving birth, you will probably find out that your digestion is very delicate and weak. This is because the exhausting labor actually extinguishes the digestive fire. Perhaps you remember from chapter 6 that digestion power is called Ajni, A-G-N-I. So, A-G-N-I. So, let's see where I was here. Perhaps you remember in chapter 6, fire process, So, Ajni needs to be rekindled during the 6-week postpartum period. You can find your digestion not only eating the right foods, but also following the guidelines listed in chapter 6. There is, and I'm not going back to chapter 6, but you can get this book probably. So it's by Linda Enges, Egenes, and Margaret Mullins, and Kumda ready, R-E-D-D-Y. So, you may be thinking that you don't want to be on a diet while you are recovering from your labor and using extra calories, but it is not a diet of the sense of feeling depraved. The foods recommended for postpartum by Maharishi Vedic medicine are extremely satisfying, and most women find them that they are actually crave these extra flavors. The best thing about this diet is that it is right and it is light and easy to digest, and at the same time nourishing and nutritious. That is why women who follow the diet tend to have an easier time returning to their pregnancy while still eating nutrients and calories needed for breastfeeding. A new mother can gain a lot of nourishment without feeling overloaded with heavy food. No burgers, please. So also these foods are simple to prepare. Best of all, you can eat as much as you want. Kathy, a mother for the first time in 39 years, was for some reason, these foods and seasonings really hit the spot, and they were so light and easy to digest that they were so satisfying. I felt like the food was going straight to my cells, nourishing me and giving me energy to recover and to breastfeed and to take care of my baby all at once. Many breastfeeding mothers notice that while they follow this diet, their babies do not have colic. This is because the mother eats foods that are easy to digest and do not cause gas. Her breast milk will cause less gas in her baby. Maharishi Vedic medicine points out that there seems to be a direct correlation between the baby digestion and the mother's diet and digestive strength. Diet made a big difference, says Karen, 33-year-old mother of 2. I followed the recommendation postpartum diet to avoid constipation for myself and for my colic and for my baby. If I went off the diet, for instance, I ate anything with kale or cabbage or strong spices, the baby would get very cranky. And that was true for both my children. If I stayed on the happy, on the baby, if I stayed, the baby would fuss. This was true for both my children. Another mother at 47 with a child, I didn't know about a mother's baby program. I didn't know that eating certain things would cause gas in my baby. I was certainly learned fast when one night, waking up to nurse and saying to my husband, if I smell strawberries, I had strawberries milk. If I just eaten strawberries that day, I realized that the synthesized is what you eat. My baby had terrible colic, and it was hard to isolate the things that made him cry. With Mother and Baby program, you learn what vegetables and what foods make problems, and consequence, my next 2 children didn't have any problem with colic. Foods include during postpartum in general. Diet foods are cooked, soupy, fresh, organic, if possible, and easy to digest, delicious and warm, loving, prepared foods that smell and look appetizing to help stimulate the appetite. Usually recommended to eat includes more sweet tasters, Reminder that sweet does not mean large amounts of sugar. Rather than it means including more rice, milk, ghee, and easily digestible wet products such as cream of wheat. Evidently, cooked vegetables that are especially healthy during this time are beets, carrots, zucchini, sweet potato, yams, spinach, summer and winter squash, peeled, tender eggplant, and asparagus, cracked wheat cereal, bulgur wheat, couscous, cream of wheat, raw sugar or dried cane sugar available in grocery stores, watery split mung dal, khichdi, cooked rice and dal together, and cooked sweet fruits. Also good postpartum foods you will want to prepare. Among dal and rice, more water than before. This makes it easier to digest. For snacks, a few blanched almonds and some raisins and dates and flaked coconuts are nourishing and easy to digest, and they help promote, described in chapter 6, create healthy breast milk to rebuild shukra, the reproductive tissue. Admittedly, the postpartum diet is plainer than the average American diet, but it does include tasty, mild flavorings and spices and promote digestion in having calming effects. Spices such as fenugreek, fennel, saffron, cinnamon, coriander, cardamom, ginger, salt, clove, small amounts of black pepper help improve digestion, and at the same time make foods. Pepper helps to improve digestion and at the same time makes foods more enjoyable. Vata churna, a prepared mixture of spice that is also excellent flavoring for postpartum, as it includes 6 tasters and designed to balance vata and dosha. Foods to avoid during postpartum in the past have been the habit of drinking cold liquids, but during postpartum you'll especially want to stay away from cold drinks and cold foods because they increase the vata dosha and impart digestion, so which is already sluggish during this time. You'll also want to stay away from raw, cold foods and leftovers that are hard to digest and create ama, the sticky water product of undigested food in the case of many disorders. As in pregnancy, sour and pungent tastes should also be avoided during postpartum. Sour foods include fermented or acid foods such as vinegar, yogurt, lemon, pickles, and aged cheese. Example, a pungent or hot, highly spicy food include chili powder, garlic, and onions, and aromatics such as mint. Meat is not recommended for the first 12 days, even if you are not a vegetarian. This is because meat is very difficult to digest. A vegetarian diet is ideal at this time. If you crave meat, try having chicken, turkey, or fish in soup to avoid alcohol, coffee, carbonated drinks, and chocolate. Boo chocolate. We love chocolate. Boo for not having chocolate. Good morning, everybody. It's Jeff Eichen here with the morning reading, and I'm enjoying this. If you're breastfeeding with Maharishi Vedic medicine, usually recommends that you especially want to avoid gas-producing foods because they have the same effect on your baby that include broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, onions, garlic, Brussels sprouts, potatoes, kale, green peas, green peppers, sprouts, and any raw vegetables such as in salads. Here are some simple menu. Cream of rice or cream of wheat, milk, ghee, and raw sugar or honey. Breakfast. Lunch, rice, 1 cup of mung dal, sweet potato with ghee, zucchini sauteed in ghee, fennel, and coriander. Apple crisp made with raw sugar. Dinner, vegetable soup flavored with vata, churna, couscous. So we're doing good here, everybody. Remember that postpartum breastfeeding diet to be sure to follow the guidelines of warm, nourishing, unketosis diet described in Chapter 6. Eat fresh, organically grown, well-cooked, delicious, satisfying food. Eat in pleasant company without rushing. Try to maintain irregular meal times as this aids in digestion. Be relaxed and happy when eating. Be sure to drink lots of warm liquids, including purified water. Breastfeeding mothers need about 2 quarts of liquid a day. Avoid foods that can cause gas. Eat more ghee and drink more milk than usual. Okay, there we go. Even mothers who don't usually drink milk realize that they're actually been craving it when they drink it warm with ginger and ghee and raw sugar. Woo, that sounds good. So, it's Jeff Eichen here with the Blissful Baby book, everybody. So that's the Blissful Baby book, and have a blissful baby. My friends that are expecting in a couple days, and here in Port Townsend, and God bless Aaron, our 24-year-old that decided to leave the planet. God bless my Oregon Country Fair that I loved, and all the prisoners were coming for you. And my hat is my Johnny Cash hat. So free the hair. Yeah, now Jeff Eichen here, saying 3, 2, 1. Love you. I'm out. And go swim. Thank you, fans and beautiful women and beautiful men and beautiful babies and dogs and animals and birds and trees and ants and things. Stop the fighting in LA, Gaza, and Ukraine and the planet. Okay. This is Hotel Jeff Wanda saying max headroom, max headroom, max headroom. Stop watching commercials.
You go down in the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise. If you go down in the woods today, you better go in disguise. For every bear that ever there was is gathered there for certain, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. Watch them, catch them unawares, and see them picnic on their holiday. See them gaily gad about. They love to play and shout. They never have any cares. At 6 o'clock their mummies and daddies will take them home to bed, because they're tired little teddy bears.